Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Noah, back again with another YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for tuning into today's video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I help people awaken to their true abilities through wellness and spirituality. With that being said, in today's video I'm going to be talking about the difference between you and your ego. Now, I want to explain kind of who you are before I get into the ego, and then go over what's different about them. But who you are is, you are a multidimensional being living a human experience. That is your essence. Your essence is spirit. But your ego is the person who's telling you who you are. Let me break it down for you. The ego is thought forms that you identify with. So whatever thought forms that you identify with is your ego. Now, a lot of the times, a lot of us like to tell ourselves that, you know, my name is Noah Machado. You know, I'm a full-time YouTuber. I am, you know, half Hispanic, you know, but these are all ego identifications, meaning that thought patterns that we identify with. And so it's not actually who we are. You know, the ego likes to be very deceptive because it prides itself on its accomplishments, as well as it self-sabotages itself in terms of trying to make it known. You know, the ego wants to make itself known. You know, and who you are doesn't have anything to do with the thoughts that you identify with. Because we have to understand that we are not our thoughts. We are the conscious awareness of those thoughts, meaning that we are only the observer. We are not the identifier. Ooh, that was good. But yes, we are not our thoughts. So we are only the conscious awareness of those thoughts, meaning that we are presence, you know, in essence, we are consciousness. But the ego is thought, you know, pretty much, basically. To put it in basic forms, the ego is thought. And because of this, you know, a lot of the times we like to identify with it. And when we identify with it, we're playing right into the ego's game. You know, and when we identify with thought, then we are actually identifying with the ego. Because ego is only our thought patterns. And, you know, that is the difference between who you are and your ego. And a lot of the times, you know, we like to attach ourselves to a lot of negative thought patterns that come into our life. We like to say, oh my gosh, I'm so depressed. I'm so upset. But no, that is not who you are. You're not upset. You're only upset because you're identifying with that thought. And you're identifying with the fact that that thought pattern just came into your life, right? Now, you know, I'm not saying that the ego is bad or good, right? That is playing right into the ego, right? The ego also likes to identify things as good or bad, but in reality, nothing's really good or bad. You know what I mean? It is only what we think of it, right? And because of this, the ego likes to pick sides, right? The ego loves starting problems. It drives off of being known, right? Getting attention. And one of the biggest forms of getting attention, starting an argument, right? So we can't label the ego as good or bad, because that is the ego itself, right? There has to be a balance in your life. Because if we say that the ego is bad, then that means we are saying that it is never good to talk highly about yourself, which is not what I'm saying. You know, I'm saying that it's good to talk highly of yourself. You know, it's great to, you know, like I've been saying in my videos before, I am affirmations have literally changed my life. But it is, the difference lies between how heavily you're identifying with these thoughts. You know, because in essence, your true existence is conscious awareness, your presence. You know, that is who we are. But just by saying that is who we are, right? We're actually playing towards the ego, which is why the ego isn't a bad thing. It's honestly necessary, because we have to find a balance within our life, right? Let's pick the thoughts that are really good, right? What are the thoughts that we want in our life, right? That determines our world, that determines our life. And so when we identify with thoughts that are positive, it's probably going to make us feel a lot better. And that is why balance is so key, right? Feminine and masculine energy. The yin and the yang, right? And because of this, right, that is the difference between the ego and who it is that you are. And so I wanted to make this video because Spirit has been calling me, or called me this morning to create this video. And so I wanted to kind of give my thoughts on the difference between ego and who you are, right? Like I said before, I'm not saying that the ego is bad. Honestly, I believe that it's necessary for our life. Because the ego drives us to want to do things, right? It makes us want to thrive. It makes us want to achieve, right? And these are things that are beneficial to us, right? And so, with that being said, that is going to do it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. It was definitely very fun shooting this video. And just overall giving my thoughts, because I feel like there's a difference between who we are and who the ego is, you know what I mean? And sometimes they can get confused, which is okay. And so, with that being said, my friends, if you want to check out amazing wellness products that I've been using for the past week, if you want to boost your immune system naturally, as well as boost your energy without the crash, right? All natural, 100% organic wellness products, click the link in my description and you can get up to 15% off of those products. They've been very beneficial to me. Funny enough, I actually worked out for the first time in a long time because of how much energy they gave me. And the shrooms in specific, you know, that one is really good. I haven't tried a lot of the elixir, but the elixir so far has been really good to me as well. But with that being said, have a wonderful afternoon, morning, or night wherever you're at. And peace, love, and happiness. Mwah.